Hey homeowners, are you trying to do a home addition and you want to understand how long it takes? Well, you're in the right place. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about how long does a home addition take from beginning to end in Miami, Florida, or Coral Gables, Pinecrest, the city of Doral, everywhere around Miami, Florida. So let's get started. Now, there's three things that you need to understand about doing an addition to your property. Number one, there's gonna be a pre-construction phase. In the pre-construction phase, this is where basically you're doing the drawings, you're doing the plans, you're pulling the permits. Then you have the under construction phase where you're actually building that project construction. And then you have the completion phase where you're basically closing all permits and doing the finished final touch-ups. So let's talk about the pre-construction phase for a second. This is a phase that you're gonna have to hire a designer, an architect, a team of people to basically put all your ideas into a plan. Now, once you have all the ideas into a plan, the architect is going to hire engineers to do all the calculations. Now, this process could take anywhere between a month to 2 months, depending on if you know what you want on the plans and the designs. Once you have the full set of plans, those plans are going to go and be submitted to the city for review for approval. Now, the permit process could take easily between 3 to 6 months, depending on the city, depending on the architect that you choose, depending on the permit runner that you choose, depending on how many factors, what city you're working with, and how good the whole process and the plans are for them to be able to review them. Because once the plans hit the city, your plans are going to be reviewed by all the departments. You have the zoning department, you have the building department, you have the electrical, the plumbing, the mechanical, and so forth. And your plans are gonna be reviewed, and they're gonna be comments. Somebody's gonna basically review the plans and add comments, and those comments have to be basically adjusted from the architect once it goes back to the architect. So the plans, what happens is that they go from the city to the architect, from the city to the architect. Typically, it's about anywhere between 3 to 5 rounds that the plans go. And this is why it's going to take anywhere between 3 to 5 months. Now, let's assume you have your permit. Congratulations. Now you're ready to start construction. Now the construction could also be the construction is very important because you have to make sure that you're coordinating everything right. The construction phase, there's a science to it. For instance, you cannot do framing without doing them, or you cannot do tile floors without pouring your slab. Those are obvious things. But in addition to that, there's actually inspections that you have to call and approve before you continue. So for instance, your first inspections is going to be underground inspections, like plumbing underground. You're gonna have maybe some electrical underground that you have to do. Then you have your rough inspections, which everything that happens behind the walls. So you have your cables, you have your pipes, you have your AC ductworks. All those things happen behind the walls once everything's exposed. And once you pass those inspections, and only then you're allowed to cover the walls. So there's a sequence of stuff that you need to do. So your under construction phase could take anywhere between 6 to 8 months, depending on how big that home addition is or how big the construction is. Now, once you pass the construction phase, now you get into the finish phase. In the finish phase, what you're doing is basically you're trying to basically figure out the final touch-ups, final punch list, closing out all the permits, calling all inspections, making sure that all the paperwork is done, making sure that the city gives the final approval, making sure you get your CO so you can move in. And this typically takes anywhere between a month to 2 months. So there you have it, guys. So if you want to do a full addition to your property, you're looking anywhere between 6, 7 months all the way to a year. So I hope the information is valuable, which by the way, if you need our help with any part of the construction, please go ahead and find us, Cutting Edge Innovative. There should be a link below, and I'll see you around. Can't stop, won't stop. Let's go.